Will Ferrell casually watched a King's game dressed as Buddy the Elf. Will Ferrell is the best, as always, and this is further proof. Dude dressed up as his iconic character, Buddy the Elf from, well, Elf, for the Los Angeles Kings game against the Philadelphia Flyers. Ferrell, as you may know, is a big Kings fan, so this tracks. The funny thing was that he looked a little disheveled, and is that a faux cigarette in his mouth? Per the report you can see below, Buddy told Carrlyn Bathe that it's been a tough holiday season, he's looking for a Kings win. Then I was given an elf on the shelf as a gift. If you have children, and somehow come into possession of an elf, what's supposed to happen is that one night at the beginning of December the elf shows up in your house in the middle of the night. He or she is discovered in the morning and named something cute like Peppermint or Sprinkles or alliterative like Elsie or Eddie the Elf. The kids aren't allowed to touch the elf, but every night while the family sleeps the elf moves into a new position or funny scenario in the house. While my Santa Claus and Easter Bunny games have always been top-notch, those two responsibilities maxed out my abilities in this department. The leprechaun visited exactly once. The tooth fairy was often awkwardly low on funds the night someone lost a tooth. She once tried to make up for it with an apology note in tiny handwriting. The recipient wasn't impressed. So perhaps it's no surprise that my elf efforts were sporadic, subpar, and short-lived. Other families' elves seemed to get into mischief every night. One might find marshmallows in the pantry and build an igloo or a snowman. Another night, the elf might build himself a bed out of Legos. I saw other families' photos on social media, and they made me feel terrible. I should be doing things like that. But it just wasn't something I could or wanted to do. At least not happily and consistently. And I'm not good at faking it. So our elf was fairly quickly lost. What I could have done is treat the elf the same way I'd treated Santa, as kind and generous, not judging. And I could have dropped the requirement to move it every day. I could have made the elf support what I wanted to instill in my kids. And I could have skipped the part that added another item to my daily to-do list and added pressure to an already pressure-filled month. I could have made it fun for the kids and myself. Or, I could have just not done the elf thing and not felt bad about it. We have plenty of other Christmas traditions we follow, from gingerbread housemaking with the cousins and reading Christmas books to baking cookies and going to the candlelight service on Christmas Eve. I could have recognized I was already doing enough because I was already doing what I could. Like everything else we do as parents, there is no one way to do something right. My mistake with our Christmas elf was thinking there was only one way to do it, and if I couldn't do it that way, I shouldn't do it at all. But you don't have to make the same mistake. There are so many activities you could do this holiday season, but, like me, your time and energy are limited. And you shouldn't have to apologize for that. So choose the activities you enjoy and do them in a way you feel comfortable doing. It's your holiday season too. And remember that no matter what your choices are, one of the best gifts you can give your kids is being happy and present in the moments you spend with them. That's what you both will remember the most.